Well, we're so glad to have you with us. My name is Brooke Salazar, and I am an HR consultant for Apex Benefits. And I always describe my job as an HR consultant like this is the fun stuff. So the law tells us what we can do, but HR consulting, I get to talk about what we should do. And I think that's really fun. And I'm joined by my colleague.
I'm Katherine, Bryant, and I am lucky to work alongside Brooke with a lot. I am a compensation consultant, so I focus on total rewards for all different types of companies, whether that's programs beyond just base compensation, so bonuses, sales compensation, stock plans, and ultimately how to engage, retain, and recruit your best talent.
So we share an office, and normally we would catch up over coffee in our office. However, since we're remote, here we are, right?
Here we are.
And we thought that we would invite y'all in to make it legitimate. So we actually have a reason, and we can justify chatting over our coffee for a few minutes every morning.
We have lots of thoughts about really everything. So this is the perfect time for us to always catch up on all those thoughts, whether they're HR and compensation related, or dog related, or things we're looking forward to related, which my lists these days are like different than normal. They're good though. Like I'm like, I like watching the flowers outside bloom, which I don't even know if I would have totally noticed that before, but it's one of those things now in these times that you actually notice, which is something that's really good about it. But
I just do it because I like to watch Catherine's toddler like run past the camera.
Yeah.
That's what that's one of the best parts of my day, is when I just watch her toddler blur, and then a husband quickly blurring behind.
Yeah, it's like, do you remember that video of that man from a few years ago that was live on television, and the baby came in on like the walker in the background, and then the toddler came in? Like I feel like I've had several moments, not as like funny as that one, but that I sat there and I was like, this is like that. That's what's happening right now. But good.
So
good.
How much experience do you have with something like this?
With working from home with the toddler, or
no, with recording, like you're talking while recording yourself.
Not much. So I would love anyone's feedback.
No, I don't want anybody's feedback.
Yeah, no,
please don't give me any feedback.
No, I mean, not much. I feel like I was a FaceTime pro before all of this happened, but now like there's like Zoom calls, catching up with old friends, so catching up with coworkers. So I feel like everyone is getting the talking and recording, down. Everyone's becoming well experienced. What about you?
So I have another question. So if you haven't spent the last decade or so being a podcast in the murder mystery arena, what have you been doing?
I don't know. That's a good question, because look, you actually, Brooke, you are the one who got me going down all the like podcast rabbit holes, because usually when we're like swiveling our chairs around in the office talking to each other, you come with like a prepared list of like all these podcasts to listen to. So like I have been occupied with all of these podcasts that you've been telling me about, and they're all so good.
Yeah, listen, do I have a multitude of talents? Yes. Do they involve podcasts? Yes. But Katherine, I'm trying to get you to tell the people about your work experience.
Oh, that's important too. My work experience. aside from just being a podcast enthusiast. No, my work experience, just like my podcast taste, is varied. I've worked in a lot of different industries, anywhere from technology to healthcare to mortgage, all in compensation, of course, to manufacturing, both public and private, anywhere from startup to established, from 5 employees to 35,000, global enterprises, nationwide and local. So the thing that I really love, especially about compensation, is it's so unique to each company. However, 9 times out of 10, you're working towards the same goal, and that's, again, to really reward your people the best that you can within your budgetary constraints, or within any company philosophies that might exist. So it's fun to find those unique solutions for people, but still kind of have often that same end game. But yes, the experience from compensation, both from now I'm obviously out of house helping external clients versus when I was in house, is very varied, and I love working with different people in HR areas, such as you, Brooke. I mean, your experience, which I want you to talk about too, is vast, and I mean, you have JD. I mean, you're just a wealth of information, and you're fun too.
You may have just heard my dog.
I was like, is someone there laughing?
No, it would be my dog, because this is the environment that we now work in. So thanks everybody for hanging in with me. Yes, no, I have varied experience, whether it's supporting HR from a legal team, from a Fortune 50 to a $50 million in revenue, and everything in between, whether they're federal contractors, yeah, or international organizations. I've been around the block with some really great companies. And so I think what's unique about us is I think that we understand what folks are going through. And so we understand what it takes to get projects over the line for HR. And I love being able to help my clients, but also I get to see so many different cultures, the organizations that I work with, which is really exciting. And now that I'm an attorney, I really love working with Apex internal on their things and helping out. But I love HR and culture and employee communication.
I think that our areas really help, Apex, just from the benefit side, and our population health and our marketing team. We really are able to help bring that full circle for a lot of people, and I think that's very, very valuable, because all of these things intersect with each other, right? It's really hard to have one without the other, and the last thing that you want to do is go to a bunch of different places to get what you need. No one has time for that.
No.
So I know that I have really enjoyed working with you and the rest of the Apex team, and helping see that come to life for our clients.
I completely agree. And I just think it's really, when I was in-house and we would work with compensation experts, it was such, I almost want to say it's Bengali. That's the dog. What you guys did behind the curtain. And so being able to turn my chair around and chat was great. So, but I think I'm really excited. I know I'm really excited for this, what we're doing, because it's going to be in small bits, and it's going to be different pieces of information, whether it's compensation, HR, culture, employee communications, total rewards, how COVID is going to impact women, and pay equity, which I think is a really exciting topic. Especially, I can't wait to pick your brain about that. but trying to do it in short snippets because we
Right.
know that HR folks are just so overwhelmed right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'm hoping is we can bring, dare I say, lightheartedness to folks, as well as some information in short bits so they can get back to their daily lives.
For sure. You know, as HR people, we have to be kind of chameleons in what we do every day. So who knows where this is going to take us? And I won't go down my podcast rabbit hole again because I started getting there.
Listen, if it takes us to a murder mystery podcast, I would be willing to do that on the weekends.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, I'm really excited and I really look forward to this. Thanks, Katherine.
Me too. Thank you.